No one loves you like you. So I'm going to need you to love up on yourself just a little more than you have lately. I'm going to need you to love yourself the hard way. Tough love on yourself. Oh yeah, that's right. We about to get into it. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Pink Lee. Thanks for tapping in for Words of Wisdom. This week, I want to encourage you all to love on yourself the hard way. Tough self-love. And it is a really difficult thing, right? We need to hold ourselves accountable, which can be so difficult sometimes, especially when we don't have like an accountability partner or anything like that. When it's just you and you got to look yourself in the mirror and keep explaining why, making excuses to yourself, that gets tiring. We don't love ourselves when we do that. We need to hold ourselves accountable so that way we can be the best person we can be. We can reach all of our goals, handle our responsibility, but we have to hold ourselves accountable, right? And it may get frustrating, but that is a part of loving on ourselves. It's right. It's not just the self-care days where we go get our nails done, go get a facial because we know we just need to relax. No, it's past all that. Holding yourself accountable is a huge part of loving yourself, right? We want to make sure we include that in there. Cutting toxic people off. Your mama love you, but if she's toxic, she has to be loved from a distance. Your sister love you, but if she's toxic for you, she got to be loved from a distance. That cousin who always come around bringing you down. Love that person from a distance. It doesn't matter if it's a friend, family, or foe. If that person is not contributing to your life, if that person is not serving you and does not serve any purpose in your life, they got to go. You can love everybody from a distance. Allow yourself to make mistakes, right? Don't beat yourself up every time you make a mistake because an L is only a loss if you don't learn from it. When you learn from it, it becomes a lesson. We want to process our fears, right? We want to be able to say, why am I afraid of this? How did I become afraid of this? Where? We want to ask ourselves all the questions. We want to do all the things and all the work. Last week's episode. And we want to make sure that we are able to process our fears because we can't overcome them or defeat them unless we process them. We need to understand where they're coming from. We need to know the root of the problem so that way we can solve the problem, right? So that is a part of loving ourselves. Doing that extra work is a part of loving ourselves, and we need to make sure that we are on it. Saying no / setting boundaries, right? Saying no / setting boundaries, that is a super, super, super important way to love ourselves, right? When we say no, when we set boundaries, we are respecting ourselves, we are loving ourselves, and we are controlling what we allow to come in and to disturb our peace or encourage our peace, right? There's two ways to go about it. So we want to make sure that we are saying no when we need to and not giving an explanation. There's definitely a words of wisdom about that one. I would definitely tag that in the description box. It's very important for us to have the power to say no and set boundaries. Self-love essentially is accepting yourself, right? Accepting your emotions, accepting your flaws, accepting everything, changing them, right? Growing from them, doing all the things, but also loving yourself in between them. Accepting yourself in between them. That is what self-love is. It's making sure that you are okay mentally, physically, spiritually. You want to make sure that you are healthy in all those aspects and all those ways. That is loving yourself. Being consistent, that is loving yourself. Being consistent so you can reach a goal is really loving yourself. Being disciplined is loving yourself. Being persistent is loving yourself. Being positive is loving yourself. Working hard is loving yourself. All these things are the hard parts of self-love. The parts of self-love that people don't like to talk about. They're not the fluffy, oh yeah, take a day for yourself. No, they're not those, right? These are not the fluffy parts. These are the hard parts that really get difficult for people. So we want to make sure that we are loving up on ourselves in every way possible, especially in the hard ways. I want to let you guys know I'm on this journey just like you, right? I don't know if y'all are on it with me, but I told y'all if y'all tap into words of wisdom, you're going to be on the journey with me because I am on a mission and I am taking everybody with me. We will all be better. We will be better. So make sure you guys are staying tapped into words of wisdom. Make sure, if you have any questions or if you want me to talk about something that you may be going through, send it to my DM because we can talk about it. Trust me, we can talk about it. We are all on this journey together. We are not alone. We have each other's backs and we're going to get through this and we're going to be the best people we can be. And while we do it, we're going to love on ourselves, right? So thank you guys so much for tapping in for words of wisdom with your girl Pink Lee. I will see you guys next week.
Duh.